Welcome back to Grand Prairie as we continue with the Scotties Tournament of Hearts here on TSN. Day 4 of the Scotties, and the picture is becoming clear. It's been a roller coaster ride for Team Ontario. At 2 and 3, looking to play spoiler, just as they did at the Provincials. On the other hand, one team has dominated.
Chelsea Carey wins again for Team Alberta.
6 straight wins for Alberta. The confidence level high for Chelsea Carey. It's a primetime event. It's Ontario against Alberta as they battle at the Scotties. The weather so far during our stay has been absolutely wonderful. In fact, they are saying +7 by the end of the week, which could have head ice maker Jamie Barraza checking all his readings when it comes to making the ice. Let's go back to this afternoon. Quebec against Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia leading by 1. Quebec sitting 2. Final stone from the Mayflower Club in Halifax. Jill Brothers needs to be at least second shot. And it is rough sailing as it goes right through. Quebec scores their 2, pick up the win, 5-4 the final. Alberta, trying to make it 6 straight wins, was on the ice against New Brunswick. And Sylvie Robichaud out of Curl Moncton took her right to the 10th. Has a chance, albeit a difficult chance, to pick up the win. Needs to angle it back, catch those 2 yellows, split them around, but cannot. And Alberta goes on to win at 6-4. That's 6 in a row. Northern Ontario remains among the leaders. Krista McCarville out of Thunder Bay wins 7-4, and Saskatchewan, well, they got 4 in the 5th to win 8-7 over BC. So Alberta remains top of the table, the only undefeated team. There you see Nova Scotia at 3 and 3 at 500. Everyone else below the line. And if you are Ontario at 2 and 3, you'd like to really avoid a 4th loss just midway through round robin. As on this Tuesday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage. Cheryl Russ alongside. We told you the story about Chelsea Carey taking over this team of Alberta, which was at one time, of course, skipped by Heather Nedwin. They could have had a big early conflict when it came to coaches, but they avoided that.
They did. Both Amy and Chelsea have been heavily influenced through their curling careers by their father, but they decided this year to go without a coach. They traveled without a coach, wanting to establish what their team was all about and the strategy they wanted to play. But then for the Scotties, they reached out to Charlie Thomas, who just lost the Alberta men's final and had some knowledge on the rocks and was neutral as a coach.
Jen Hanna, we know, has been away from the game for a while. Family first. 3 years since she's been at this level, and she admits the game's changed.
It really has. Everybody's getting that a little bit better. You're going for the Olympic trials, the Olympics themselves. They've stepped up their game. You've put 2 misses together, and you're in big trouble with a field like this. So it's all about consistency for this team. They did knock off Rachel Holman, so they're expected to do a little better than that 2 and 3 record. And if you look at the 2 and 3 record, they won the 2 games on steals. They could be 0 and 5. They have to turn that around, but no better than tonight to go back to 500.
So when we come back, that is our feature on a Tuesday night, Ontario, Alberta, as we continue with the Scotties Tournament of Hearts from Grand Prairie.
It's an overwhelming feeling. We come from a province that's very deep. We have a lot of really great competitive curlers. To be here and representing all of them is something that none of us take lightly and none of us take for granted. We hope to be here and represent all of them as best we can.
We're used to playing Val and Rachel and Steph, and we know what to expect from them. Don't necessarily have that kind of knowledge from having played some of these teams a whole bunch of times, so that'll add an interesting element to it, but it should be a lot of fun. It's nice to see new faces.
The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. And by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Here are all the games in this 10th draw. On sheet A, two of the contenders, Team Canada. Jennifer Jones started 1 and 2, has gotten it together. Nova Scotia, PEI, and sheet B, both trying to avoid a 4th loss. Our featured game is on sheet C, and on sheet D, Manitoba. Carey Anderson trying to find some consistency in her game against Newfoundland and Labrador. Will they make it 7 in a row? Ontario will try to stop them. Time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Jen Hanna, skip of Team Ontario. Our lead is Karen Sagal. Our second is Steph Hanna. Our third is Britt O'Neill. And we curl out of the Ottawa Curling Club in Ottawa, Ontario.
Hi, I'm Chelsea Carey, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Lainey Peters, second Jocelyn Peterman, third is Amy Nixon, and we play out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
Early advantage, first advantage to Ontario and Jen Hanna, as they have won the draw to the button, so they will have the last rock playing the Red Stones. Alberta will play the yellow, and to get us underway on this Tuesday night here in Grand Prairie, the Alberta lead is Lainey Peters.
Well, this entire Alberta team playing exceptionally well. This is a time, though, you look at your skip, and she's playing in the mid to high 80s every game, and you just stay out of her way, let her call the game. I watched her calling a couple games where she's pretty adamant about the shot she wants, and I think that transfers onto your shot making as well. There's confidence all around.
I think she not only stays under the way, she keeps rocks out of the way. She knows when to bail. They've got the tools to do it with a great hitting team, and they kind of solve their bad ends by blasting things out of there and giving the skipper a look, and she's making everything she can see.
Karen Sagal throwing the lead stones, and how nice is this? Alberta puts off the just off center guard, and around we go.
You're very happy, aren't you, Vic?
I am extremely, actually. I may not sound like it, but
Back 8. Room for 2,
deep
Britt.
inside, I'm just quivering. Well, that says something about Carey and Alberta, too. They're sending, I think, even a message by doing that.
No question. And a lot of the men's teams just did that. They might even not have wanted to do it. You just did it because you are sending messages. I'm not afraid of you. Let's mix it up. Let's start to dance right from end number 1. Doesn't mean it'll work.
Room right now.
But, you know, there's nothing better than that position that Lainey put that first one. It's such a great rock.
Weight only right now.
Gotta go!
It doesn't look like you do.
To it right now.
Joss.
8.
Finish, Joss.
8.
You gotta get to the nose.
To it.
Hard finish, hard finish, hard finish. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Okay.
13-5.
Yeah, 4.
Okay. Bumper.
Bumper? That was back 8, eh?
Yeah.
Control. Yep. We're hot. Yep. Just
Right.
bumper.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Whoa, clean.
Grit a little. Grit.
Steph LeDrew has the evening off, so it's nice to call off the bench to join us again. Hello, Kathy Gauthier. And listen, before you start, I want to offer my congratulations, all of our congratulations, for what you're going, for being inducted into the Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame as part of Lois Fowler's World Senior.
You had to destroy it by laboring on that old lady word.
Were you the most senior of the seniors?
I was not even close to the most senior of the seniors.
Right.
But thank you.
You're very welcome. Charlie Thomas is coaching this team, and they could have very well had their fathers.
Well, they could have. And it's interesting, 2 days after Chelsea won, Charlie said he got the call. He really wanted a defined role before he joined the team. First, they wanted help with sweeping. So for 2 weeks, they have worked very hard on technique. They've worked on angles to maximize the strengths that they have on this team. Second, they were very clear that they knew that they have a very feisty back end. And within that back end, they wanted to know that before the game and during the game, there could be somebody to diffuse anything that happens to arise. guys. And if you know Charlie, he's a very even keel kind of guy. And thirdly, at timeouts, and we'll see this tonight, Vic, they wanted two things. They want him to come out and be very clear right away on his choice of shots and how to make it. Is it the in-turn or the out-turn? Perhaps if it's a sharp hit. A huge addition, and it's amazing how quickly they have adjusted to him and how much they trust already.
And the other thing, listen, the adjustment that this team has had to make as Steph Hanna will run it by, leave her shooter out in front. Shot Stone belongs to Alberta without last rock. That's the Stone T-line in the 4. You know, we said the other day, you tinker with a team, you add a lead or a second. They've added a skip. So who had to do the most adjusting? Interestingly enough, Chelsea Carey says she probably had to do it.
That makes sense. 3 against 1. You know, there's 3 that had been together, and it's not like they weren't successful with Heather Nedowan. They had a great run. So, you know, why Fix was not broken. And Chelsea's young. She's played on different teams. I don't think it's that big an adjustment. But you're right. You're afraid that it's the commander-in-chief that had to make the adjustment.
Has to be full 12.
Well, it's all those skip things, if I can describe them like that. Cheryl, learning the releases of the players. Who's going to, what system are we going to use? And, you know, Chelsea said, I think I brought some of my things that I like to do to the team, and the others have, you know, adjusted around that.
Yeah, one of the hardest things, I think, to figure out, and it has to be, and what this team did so well this year is they played 68 games already. And I think she was able then to figure out what the tendencies are under pressure in finals, because that's really a hard thing to define until you play with teammates in those situations.
So how did it all come about? Well, it was just over a year ago at a Bonspiel hearing Grand Prairie that Heather Nedowan said to the team,
just guard it. What do you guys like? I like the guard, but what are you thinking?
She's thinking half. If he knows it, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
she said to the team, look, I'm going to step away. I've got other things to do. And they said, okay, who are we going to get? And the only name that came up was Chelsea Carey. She had already left the team that she was playing with in Edmonton. And for Amy Nixon, who says she's been through the curling wars, that was the only skip that she would play for. Or she may have left the game. And right to it to sit 3 without. And I said, so what was it about her? She says, well, I've seen her on the tour. I haven't played against her very often. You know, there's a slight age difference. But we just, our paths never crossed. We just knew that this was the lady we wanted to lead our team.
And off the good decision, Chelsea really impressed me in the Canada Cup. Went through undefeated the 1 year, lost the final badly, but it was her first time in a massive big game on national television. But she really showed a lot of confidence right till that final, and still young, you know, like it's hard to get to this level coming out of Manitoba. Now, obviously, jumping from the flat to the fire.
Very nice by Britt O'Neill. Gets rid of a couple. Shot Stone still is that yellow rock, back 12.
The other person on this team that really impresses me is Jocelyn. You know, her first Scotties, and she's really leaning on the rest of the team and played amazing so far, and that speaks volumes when it's your first trip to this event.
Clean. Hard.
And roll it away. All right, let's talk a little bit about what you think the keys are for Alberta and Chelsea Carey.
Well, I think when you're 6-0, it's really hard not to start thinking about playoffs, but that's the one thing you can't do. You can take the focus off the process, which now you start thinking about results and things can happen. So definitely stay there. Also set the tone for the game, and she did it the very first rock of this end by throwing it tight. They're the confident team walking in, and that's the way you have to approach it.
And they'll roll it back to the middle. And Russ for Ontario and Jen Hanna.
Well, because of the confidence of Team Alberta and their record, it's all about shortening this game. A blank is really a bit of a victory. We shorten it down to 6 ends, 5 ends. Wait, be patient. When you get a chance, when you get that one error, that corner guard, pounce on it, be aggressive when you can, and try to get that big 2-ender.
Weight came down.
Keys to the Game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Big roll's probably better.
Okay.
Because they're going to try doubles, right? So.
Sounds good. How hard are you throwing?
Normal. Easy normal.
Sounds good.
Might come down a hair here, though, still, hey? Or not bad?
Yeah, mixed it a bit, but not bad at all.
Okay.
Hey, you got it, Chelsea.
Okay, nice normal.
Little down, just 10, Joss. Oh, just clean, Joss. Just 10, 10. Yeah, yeah. Hard, Joss. Hard.
Everything. Anything.
A little bit off. Good.
And they do well to avoid the jam at the back, sitting 2 without last rock.
Good call.
Yeah, I think they wanted quite a bit more of a roll than that. I caught them, maybe the new pebble closer to the center line curled up on them.
9-9.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Chelsea Carey said she hasn't played Jen Hanna very much. In fact, when Jen Hanna was in that final in 2005, that was Chelsea Carey's last year of junior. So there is a little age difference, not much, 5 years.
I think that's been the theme, Vic, to this entire event, is there's so many new teams that a lot of these skips don't know what to expect when they walk out into the ice to play these other teams, and that can be a little unnerving for a skip.
She admits, though, they haven't played up to their potential yet.
Yeah, you gotta go, sir. Gotta go. Hard. Okay. Okay.
You know, I said earlier in the week, round robin, I said Jen is probably one of the more cerebral people here. She gives thought to every question you ask her. And I said, look at what's the difference? She says, you know, the game at the elite level, they're almost professional. She says, I'm not a professional. She says, I have a passion for the game. I love the game, but I still love my family more. And I'm not prepared to do what other teams, and there's no criticism, that's just, that's her life. Right. And so she says, that's the difference. Her.
Even just bite dates, actually. Really
It used to be that you didn't have to make that choice either, but now you really do.
Yes, yeah. It's in some ways it's a shame because you used to play 5-6 spiels. You'd play Thursday night. You'd throw rocks once a week, twice a week, whatever it was. You'd cram, throw every day before the provincials or something. But all of a sudden, you've got to be a full-time athlete.
That's an interesting statistic just went by. So in her sixth win, she's always had the last rock. She doesn't have it in the first end here. It'll be interesting to see how it finishes up.
Line's good.
Hey, 5 is great.
Line's good. Just 8 foot.
Just 5. 4.
I found it interesting how she started the end with last rock. I didn't really know what Chelsea would do in that case, but throwing a tight guard.
Okay.
So bite the 4 almost?
Yeah, we could.
Whoa.
Full 8 anyway. Full 8 anyway.
Whoa.
Very nice. 4 or 5.
Sorry. Control.
Yeah, that's good.
Good for yourself.
6. Okay.
Is this about taking one, or you try to make the double and lose the shooter? Is that possible?
I don't think he could ever throw it that hard. Yeah,
Right.
It just slipped a shade farther than they wanted. Would have been interesting, foot later.
Force her to a draw or just hit.
I think even if you hit the back one dead on and jam it, you're still shot rock.
Normal.
Go solid.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
Jen Hanna.
Whoa. Clean. Watch the jam.
And watch it. And she did get away with the jam at the back. Ontario will score 1 here in this first to open things up. Alberta, of course, trying to win 7 in a row. Ontario looking to avoid a 4th loss. And let's go over to Team Canada at 3-2, Saskatchewan at 4-2. And it is
We got to get it by, Joe.
Saskatchewan sitting the deuce. In fact, is sitting 3.
Strayvik,
Wow.
it is. You know, Caitlin came up short and coming into the house, and then Jen was trying to tap that stone that Caitlin had come short, and it over curled and really left the front all blocked up. So she's going way outside with this wide in-turn in a path that they have not thrown at all in.
You would think that it might be a little slower out here. Or...
Well, you would, and so she's throwing up weight, and now they got to hope to make it curl.
Now they got to get it by these guards as it's coming up here on McEwen. All you now. And the inside roll. What a lovely shot. Against 3 in the first. Going out into the parking lot and bringing it back. 44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number trimmed down to just 2. The final, PEI's Robin Green against Team Canada's Jennifer Jones. And Jones, the 5-time Scotties champion, came up so big in that final round, almost perfect, scoring 29 of a possible 30 points. So, Jennifer Jones wins the Ford Hot Shots, and with it, a 2-year lease on the Made in Canada 2016 Ford Edge Sport. That's how our camera people see it, through that eyepiece, so you can see it through your eyepiece at home. Our coverage of the Scotties from Grand Prairie, Ontario. Score 1 with the hammer in the first. It means Alberta will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 2.
Just a great hit and roll by Laney. Ontario came in tight 12-foot. Laney made a great hit and roll behind the corner guard.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Push hard.
Yeah.
Stephanie Hanna.
Yep.
And that shooter, look at that roll over and cover a piece of shot stone, top edge of the 4. And it also spilled a stone into the top 12. That belongs to Alberta.
Kind of 11-ish thought process.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Yep, Laney.
Weight's good.
Whoa.
Canadian junior champion 4 years ago.
Hard.
Yeah. Hard, Laney. Hard, Laney.
Right up. Any roll, Nix. Any roll. No.
Sorry, I'm on that one.
Good.
Trying to roll it away from that center guard.
11.
Just to keep you updated, Nova Scotia PEI.
Was it 11?
They blanked the first. Nova Scotia, Jill Brothers, last rock there. And Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador, they also had a blank. And it is Stacey Curtis from St. John's that has last rock in 2.
Karen. Hard, Karen. Gotta go, Karen. Whoa. No, Brett, no.
Okay, good.
Nose is good. Little flop even. Here.
Okay. Yeah, just easy. It's not a ton more, hey? Yeah, 10 and a half. Might be a little firm.
Close. Laney. Okay, clean. Yep. Right to it. Hard. Nice throw, Joss. Good sweep, LP. 10-4.
Nice separation here. They really are looking sharp, Alberta.
Throw a little more. Will it come down? Or
Am I okay?
just throw control. I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Britt O'Neill. And it's funny, that's one of the things too Jen Hanna said that's so different.
Less than 7.
Where the game has really changed. You're only given maybe one mistake an end now. At the very best level, among the very best teams. And what's troubled her, look at this, rolling it underneath a little bit more. Very nice, Britt O'Neill. That what's hurt her here is that they'll go deep. and then followed up with another one that goes deep. So rather than finding their way out of it.
Yeah, teams are getting smarter at missing the right way, that tolerance, making the rocks usable. You have to be so sharp to win these games now.
And if you can just talk about amongst yourselves, no back-to-back misses in an end, and that's critical. Need to get this to
really
curl.
Gotta go. It's on a way, eh? Yeah, 11-1.
And by.
That's okay. It was bumper up, yeah.
Seemed to be a weight issue. Amy overthrew it based on the ice that Chelsea had. And they'll throw very positive releases, so any overthrow and you're not going to get it to come back even with the sweeping.
Little more. Same. Little more. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
Should curl here.
Close. Yeah. Hard.
Well, they did well. They're going to sock another one underneath. Well, they get a piece under anyway.
Call darn.
Very nice.
2 great shots by Britt.
Nice shot, Britt. 2 good ones. Not a lot of action either. Yeah.
Yep, Laney. Yep.
No.
Boy, hardly any time for Amy Nixon. Wants to make amends for that first stone she overthrew.
Hard.
Now as she stuffed it, it'll pop out. Leaves the shooter just off center line. Still, Ontario sitting the 2 without last rock.
A good example about, missing the wrong way. Amy missed the wrong way in her first one, flashed it completely. Doesn't do them any good. The guard's still there. There's 2 rocks there, and now the other team's throwing. They can sink another one here if they want.
We also didn't tell you how much more we
No, I know. Because we could have got Jocelyn it way sooner. I just didn't realize it was that much.
95? 95?
Yeah, catch the 4-foot.
Yeah.
You heard Chelsea and Amy talking about the sweeping. That's one of the big differences this year is they need to really give the weight call down the sheet to the skip because you can now affect a rock and get it to curl.
Yeah,
and they're saying they might have been able to help that a little bit had they been able to get on it.
Better than that, but.
Yeah. Close line, close line.
We gotta go.
Yep, yes.
Just top 12.
Yes. Hard.
Chin Hanna as we play skip stones here in 2.
Just top 12.
Tight.
Yep.
Want to bury a piece of this as they're going to run it back.
Okay. Type the 4-foot.
And they do.
That's fine. That's not bad.
Let's drop in on Manitoba and Newfoundland Labrador as they blank the first. And 1, 2, 3 red stones. Manitoba's hitting 3 without. Final stone for Newfoundland Labrador's Stacey Curtis.
Well, Stacey tried to freeze on her first one, Vic, facing those same 3 stones and was not down to the face of any of them. So Carey Anderson able to pick it out. And so it is that exact same shot as she threw on her first.
T-line.
Does need full 8.
T-line. Line's really good. Nice throw. 1 yellow.
To pick up the single and open the scoring. Manitoba, again, one of those teams that would love to avoid a 4th loss midway through.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
I don't know.
I'd love to lose those all. Like even 2 of them.
Yeah, no.
It might even drag too much, but even if it spins it into the open, it's better than it is.
I'm fine with it, Chelsea. You could also just play that, right?
This looks like it goes this
Yeah,
way,
but
but
I
it'll
don't know that
drag.
getting
It'll
to him
definitely
that way, it'll
drag this
drag it
way.
past
It'll
it.
hit a lot of it. And I think Chelsea might be right. I think it's going to drag so much that they might not get it out. It might end up over in this type of area, but that's way better than it is now.
Open this up a little bit.
Sure.
High side peel triple here.
Are you just throwing like firm or?
She can throw the weight for these.
Oh, yeah, especially with the out turn.
Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, both of them at 3 losses. They blanked the first. And sitting 3 is PEI. Final stone, Nova Scotia and Jill Brothers.
Well, the really big shot was Suzanne Burt's first. She made a lovely double behind cover. This is the hit and roll.
Yep.
Got to really just catch the button or kick the shot rock a little bit sideways. A little bit more.
Nice, Joe.
Yeah, that looks really good. Have a look. Is it? It is. Wonderful shot. Here, Chelsea Carey. Well, they did angle it back, stuffed it, and still left a second Ontario Stone in top 12.
Yeah, couldn't do a whole lot better than that, I don't think.
I think she's right, actually. You could have thrown it a little, hit it a little thinner, got the top one out, but that second was going to drag so much.
It was going to nut it, but it's at least a little higher.
Yeah.
They talk about playing the straight come around. That'd be your one way to sneak out with a deuce, but pretty dangerous with those top red ones out there.
She should throw this a little straighter.
That has been the shot, though, for Chelsea. She saved her team a couple times, you know, and under pressure when she's had to make those shots. That's the difference this week with her, making those shots to save an end.
Made a brilliant freeze against New Brunswick there this afternoon in the 10th end.
Line's pretty good, girls. Line's good. Close, Karen. Close, line.
Line only.
Jen Hanna and her last.
Line only. Gotta go for weight.
Karen Siegel trying to hold this line. Now they'll get off. Watch this bend around. Now and then she just comes a little deep back 4, but sitting 3.
2 more inches of ice there. You don't have to brush it from coast to coast, and it's top button. Still pretty good.
Karen Siegel.
Big
And
pressure.
her first Scotties.
Whoa.
Used to play with Emma Miscue. Rachel Holman's third. They
Yeah,
played CIS. They played university together.
Speed much, do you guys?
No. I think it'll be really similar.
I had a 15 on your jaw that we swept to easy to tee.
Yeah.
So you think the same weight I gave you here or less?
I'm thinking that's your max.
Okay, so 5'10"?
5'10".
Okay.
You got it, Chelsea.
Okay, right to tee.
Facing 3 with her
Line's
last.
good. Room.
Chelsea Carey.
Line's good.
Right to tee.
Line's great.
Line's good.
T-line room.
Laney Peters by the stone.
Outside, guys. Just take a little.
Peterman out in front.
Needs to curl.
To the tee. Needs to curl. Just like that. That's why she's won 6 straight. Another update for you. Team Canada against Saskatchewan. Team Canada and Jennifer Jones at 3-2 opened with a single in the first. And that's what's facing Saskatchewan. And Jolene Campbell out of the Highland Curling Club in Regina.
Well, you just have to know after a first end like that where Team Canada was in lots of trouble and Jen saved them big time that they would turn things around. And this end, it has been all Saskatchewan ticking on guards, not making shots. Jolene hit and rolled out on her first one and now faces 2, has to navigate the port and get to a bite of the 4.
Wow. Wow. Goodness, yeah, 2 it is. Steal 2 for Team Canada. Up 3-0. Both those teams among the leaders at 2 losses. Alberta on top, of course, followed by Northern Ontario. Krista McCarville from Thunder Bay. There you see on the left-hand side, Nova Scotia, the only team at 500. Everyone else. Those 3 lost teams, and they're all on the ice tonight. Ontario, Manitoba, Prince Edward Island. They're only midway through. You know, we always talk about how many losses can you afford? 4. This kind of field, maybe. Some people are thinking 5 might get you a tiebreaker. But certainly we're seeing some separation among the leaders. As we welcome you back to Grand Prairie and Revolution Place, our feature Ontario against Alberta. And Alberta getting that single. And so here in 3, Ontario with Last Rock, they have the Hammer playing the Redstone.
This was Laney's come around here, and it just didn't finish. We saw that a little bit in the game earlier today, where the out turn just wasn't finishing as hard as we'd seen.
Same sheet, that's right.
Good check, Carey. Okay.
Yep, Laney. Laney. Hard. Okay, well, you're on the
And on the top.
Okay. She's
not to me at all. She's just sliding really tight.
looks like that would set up the triple, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Ask.
Onto you.
It's okay, let's make it. Okay. Is that going to set up the triple? I think so. Okay, where are we not going to do that? That one's probably a better corner. Whereabouts? Either that corner or split one, I think. Well, it goes this way then. Yeah? Okay. It goes either way. Okay. Oh, it goes either way, okay. Push this here. I like that.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So like back 8 kind of weight?
Stephanie, the younger of the Hanna sisters.
We're trying to take this easy double away from Alberta and rearrange these rocks a little bit.
Be a little careful not to overthrow it. You're probably not getting 3 in this situation, but you'd sure like to protect the 2.
Good.
Let it go.
Yep.
Hate to group them all together.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Gotta
go. Just a little bump. Yeah. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Couldn't have been worse.
You can't get them all. Yeah, should get them all. Make sure of these 2. Okay.
2's pretty good. It's a great opportunity.
Right on the center line with a pile of weight, you might get them all, but yeah, 2 is great.
Oh, okay.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Next.
Just punches it through the middle. Leaves 2 still in play. Ontario with Last Rock playing the Redstones.
Well, they want to hit this dead on, but that is going to set up another multiple shot, maybe even a triple. You could just hit half this yellow, kick your red on the center line over, and then there's a lot of separation with all 3 of them.
Control. Clean.
The temptation is to hit and stay, so you always think no is first, but this might set something up.
Yep. Right to it, Brett.
Yes! A little low.
Right to it, right to
Britt
it.
O'Neill.
Sit. Good.
Now there's a triple.
Where do you have to hit this?
Just play that.
Just half a rock, Victor. Just enough to get.
This one might not go, but
I think
make sure
it will
those
go.
2 do. Heel.
Has to be
Pin
perfect.
That's a big one.
Yep. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Amy Nixon.
Hard, Laney. Hard.
Again.
Hard.
Against the grain, trying to hold the line. Bang. Yeah, well, she's going to get it with her own. And away they go.
Nice call, Cal.
Very nice.
Just had to roll Summer with that previous shot.
I'm sliding over there.
Now you'd want both of those Ontario shots back.
What? That's your convincing your own slide
grouped them twice for Alberta. They should have had it on the first one with Jocelyn's.
That's when you're still thinking 3, and you're not going to get 3. It just never seems to happen.
Line's good. Line's good. Yeah. Gotta go for weak. Line's good. Careful. Gotta go. Careful. Karen. Hard. Short. Light, eh? Yeah.
Good. Sorry, girls. Good sweep.
Tempting to go around if we don't have
You know, the thing about that shot for Amy,
Hair high.
Just normal's fine.
Yep.
Amy is very slight. Okay, she's barely weighs more than the stone, probably. I mean, really. But the point is that she was able to make that shot, and the throw and her technique didn't break down.
Yes, yeah. She said she slid wide, but she managed, you know, years of throwing. You managed to make some adjustments.
Good enough. Yeah, I think so. It's on the block.
That works.
Good sweep.
Okay.
I was like that slide on my first one.
Hey,
That was a beauty.
I love it.
Veteran move to get it back.
Yeah. Wayne Madaw used to say to me, geez, I slid right on the broom. I wasn't sure what to do with it, Skipper.
Foreign territory.
Nova Scotia leads at 1-0 as they play in the third, and are sitting 1 at the back. So does PEI have a chance for 2?
They do. That buried yellow stone on the right-hand side, a lovely come around by Robin Green, and so Nova Scotia has just continued to hit the open stone. And it is an open stone that faces Suzanne Burton. Nose gives you 2.
Oh, they got to hold the line here. A risk rolling out.
You panic. And maybe for a reason.
Hey.
That's right.
Just 1. We're going to have a look around the edge.
2 yellow.
2
You
it
panic.
is. Yeah.
With
Funny
confidence.
that Manitoba Curling Hall of Fame was on the calling you right now to say
They hung up.
they hung up. You're not getting in with that analysis.
Easy. Okay, yep. Yep.
Clean, clean, clean. Oh.
Just easy, just easy.
Joss,
Just easy. Joss, you can go.
you're good. You're good.
Very nice. Good. 9-9, guys.
Sorry.
Jen, do you want to try to make that? No. Okay.
Newfoundland Labrador with a 1-0 lead. Wow, Kathy, what a mess.
You know, Carey Einerson, when we did the game earlier today in the stats, she's 69% on draws right across the board and 91% on hits. Really has not made a lot of draws, but she made a fantastic draw on her first. Stacey Curtis tried to follow her, could not, and it is that open shot, a chance for 3.
Yeah. Make this go away and sit right there. And there they are, 1, 2, and 3 for Manitoba. And skip Carey Anderson out of East St. Paul.
Okay, guys. Same shot. Take a little roll your way, Lainey, if you've got it, just to change up her spot a touch.
Sounds good. Nice
serve
here,
here.
Chels.
Yeah, same thing.
This is a player like Mike McEwen and Pat Simmons, very definite pre-shot routine. It's the same every time she spins the rock, touches her knee, and then throws.
Joss, clean. Joss.
Yep.
Keep going. Okay, clean.
Good. Anything my way, it's good. No.
Similar weight? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a better throw.
Yeah,
Probably
and a
take
little bit more like 9.5. So.
Okay, yeah, so that
I like
ice
it when
is
the
okay.
players come down, even when they make a perfect one, they still analyze it. You know, I threw it clean, and then you know exactly what it does in that spot because Amy didn't throw it clean, and she needs to know.
Firm. Yep. Feel. Yep.
Just clean. And we'll put a blank on the board. Alberta and Ontario were tied at 1.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I don't have a good answer.
Not a clue.
Ooh. Well, definitely Carey Price needs to be back in the lineup, which I'm not sure he's going to be.
I don't know which one they need, but for sure we need Carey Price back.
Unfortunately, because I really like him, but I think they're probably going to have to unload Andrew Ladd.
Everybody's got an opinion, but I like to think that there's a lot more smarter people out there in hockey than me, so I just think listen to what they believe and just try to build for the future.
Get something for him for next year. I mean, the Jets are probably not making the playoffs this year. It's next to impossible at this point.
I'm a little mixed feelings on the whole Dion Phaneuf joining Ottawa just recently, but I think it actually might turn out to be a pretty good move for us. I'm really not sure.
I have no idea about that part.
I'm not so much a hockey fan, I'm more of a baseball fan. Go Blue Jays.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers, TSN.ca says that Edmonton is shopping one of their first picks. Yakupov. Be interested to see what happens. It's all, of course, Trade Center 2016 begins 8 a.m. Eastern next Monday. Every trade, every deal, everywhere you are, you can watch it on TSN and, of course, TSN Go. And some players probably will be going by the time Trade Center is over. A blank in 3 means that Ontario once again will have the last rock. They have the hammer here in 4 playing the Redstones.
No finish.
Whoa. Let it sit.
Never, Brett, never.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Sit.
Good.
Sit.
Good.
Yeah, Chelsea, I got like 3/4 of it now on that
It's
intern.
just jamming, though.
Okay. Just here.
Hi, JP.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
What a great recovery.
Nice ball, Chelsea.
That's the first one.
You talked about Jocelyn Peterman. First time at a Scotties.
Well, not just that, you're picking into, a team that's had incredible success. So that adds a lot of pressure too. If you, a team that's been used to winning quite a bit, and all of a sudden if you don't win, you kind of look at yourself in the mirror. What a great shot.
We've talked about this before. Other sports have the progression. She played in the junior ranks. She played in the Canada Games, and you see that so often. Won a silver medal in 2011 Canada Winter Games. So, it's not here, it's not the Scotties, but it's pressure. And it's taking the pressure to the next level, and then the next level beyond that.
Easy.
And so many events this year that they've played in, and they've played on a lot of arena ice and situations.
Yeah, hard, Nick.
That all comes down to when you get to this event, that it's the experience that you use.
Everything. Hard, lady.
Oh, great sweep, lady.
Atta girl.
Keeping a close eye on this one, of course, involving Team Canada against Saskatchewan, both at 2 losses. Team Canada opened with a single, stole 2, and a chance here, top 12 against Saskatchewan to get 2 right back.
Well, they certainly do. Jennifer Jones had the opportunity to hit and stick and lie to force Saskatchewan, but she just rolled out, and so that does allow a nose hit for Jolene for 2.
Team Canada leads it by 1 and has the last rock playing full.
Good sweeping, bud. Yeah. That was a little more than a no, Karen. No. Karen off. Karen off. Hard, Brett.
I got Brett.
Whoa. No. outside almost. Good. Guess he's sitting front row center. Where?
Hard decision. Run or freeze?
Even here?
Okay. Yep.
Decisions mostly because it's getting later in the end now.
Yes.
So the run, you miss it, and the deuce is again. They're probably going to hold the deuce.
Okay. This is going to curl a lot, so like a 4-2. Yep. That's what I was thinking.
So they're going around it, are they?
They are around everything.
Obviously, top four would be perfect, but you're not going to be buried, so they have to go deeper here, even behind the tee line's fine. Just try to be shot rock and get the other team chasing.
6.
Oh, I want it back.
7. No,
Back
no,
8.
no.
Still 8.
No.
Okay.
Needs to curl a long way.
Yeah, the sweepers have gone from 6, 7, 8 to 9 with their judgment here.
What'd you get, Chelsea?
13.5.
A couple overthrows by Amy so far. And she made up for it with a triple.
Yeah, that's right around. Get a corner under. Okay. It's either that or here.
I don't mind that either.
I like that, I think.
Yeah, we're going to make that run double all day long, right?
I think so too.
Just got to stay full 8.
Yeah.
What do you think here?
I think this is the same weight as the one you threw down
Yeah, I was
here.
late. At a 90.
Yeah, 80 then?
Yeah, 85.
85?
It's close, Britt. Back 8.
I think it's T-line.
I like this call going to the wings. You come around again, you could set up an opportunity for Alberta to
curl,
steal
no.
if you're a little bit
No,
deep.
it will. It'll curl.
They're going to
Curl
chase
it,
you
Jen.
out here.
Curling now.
Britt O'Neill.
Back 8.
Oh, we got to go this.
It's here.
She and
Go,
Karen
go,
Sagal
go,
won the
go.
Ontario
Good,
Mixed
good.
this year with Mike McLean.
Good toss, Britt.
Probably firm.
The in turn with lots of weight, it'll roll a little flatter, so try not to roll too far behind the tee line.
Oh,
Weight's good.
Laney.
Amy Nixon.
Laney. Yep, go, go, go. Anything, Josh.
Shot stone for the moment.
Okay, like you can. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I call a really smart miss. They were trying to roll, but by hitting it, it's now 8, 9 inches higher. If this one's nose, now when you roll, you'll be in front of the tee line.
Yep. Gotta go, Care. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Good.
There
Right
it
on
is.
the nose.
Now
Nice
the
shots,
roll's
Britt.
there.
Atta girl. There, but keep going.
Those are so tough to throw. You want to roll away, but you don't want to roll out.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's probably max, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. I like your naturals. That's good.
The way Chelsea's been playing, there's a chance to be close here.
Okay, let's make this roll. I'm just going to throw normal now because we're above the tee line.
Sounds good.
So explain that, would you, Russ, that she's changed the weight. Because she's above the tee line, she can throw
Trust
a
it.
different weight than if she was back the tee line?
Yeah, the harder you throw this, the thicker you can hit it, the higher the roll. If you wanted to roll low, which she doesn't, you would throw it a lot softer and you'd hit it a little thinner that way.
Whoa.
Laney.
Yep, Laney. Yep,
Laney.
all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Joss, yep.
Got this. Oh, look at Peterman right there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Great call, Nick. Good call.
Thanks, sir.
Great throw and great call by Amy. Those are tough line calls.
Fantastic.
Still a little open.
Yeah, there's a corner peeking.
Yeah, further, hey? Yeah. Make it, Jen.
Really nice shot. Difficult to throw enough weight here and sit two. You're going to hit this pretty thin, even at the best of shots, and you need a bit of speed to kick that out of that 8-foot.
I didn't hear the weight calls. It board?
I believe just a little underboard, yeah.
Could you use this as a setup shot for your second?
Yep, you could freeze, yes, for sure. Chelsea might cap it then.
Close line. Yep. Whoa. 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 Step. Close, Karen.
Peeking in as well at Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador as we watch this stone by Jen Hanna. Manitoba sitting two there as she pushes it back. Shooter will roll away. Shot stone belongs to Ontario in that game. Final stone on the way. And for Newfoundland Labrador, Stacey Curtis.
Well, Stacey jammed on her first double attempt, and that allowed Carey Anderson to hit and remove the New Brunswick. Hello, I'm coming across Atlantic Canada here. Newfoundland and Labrador's stone to lie two. This is a draw to the 4-foot.
Full four, guys. Got to be full four. Go, 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 go. Yep. Hard, 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 hard. Good sweep.
Just enough to pick up the point.
Bury it in there. We can come right to ours and be shot.
Okay.
It's almost the best that Jen could do.
I think at least. Like it has to be buried, so I don't want it to be short. Okay. Amy's was 13-5 to the back there, so I'm thinking like a 14.
Okay. Sounds good.
Force Chelsea to a
So
different
I need to
shot.
be a little more then?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like 100?
Yeah. 100 looks. 100 sounds good. Okay. You got it, Chelsea.
Line's good. Room right now.
Room.
Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, shot stone. It appears to be the PEI stone. Top edge of the button. Last rock to come up here for Nova Scotian Jill Brothers.
For Suzanne Bird, her final stone, she played the tap in, really closed that scoring zone down, Vic, trying to get off the inside of that yellow stone that the broom is in front and roll to the hearts. She can also use a couple of those yellow stones as catchers.
No. No. No.
Out of the Mayflower Curling Club in Halifax.
Oh, goodness.
Uh-oh, don't touch it.
Okay,
Watch
guys.
yourself. Now, have a look.
One red.
They're going to give it to red?
One red.
Oh, well, excuse me. So one for Nova Scotia, and they're tied at 2.
We got a little aggressive on that one.
And we were thinking that.
It's funny, Kathy usually corrects me. She just let me hang out there and hang myself on that.
Yes. Next time, I'll leap all over you. Actually, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to argue with you in case you were right.
Just back there, guys. No, we're good. Okay.
Yeah, that Hall of Fame thing is pretty shaky at the moment.
Line's fine for back. Line's good.
Final stone.
Don't take it if you don't have to. We don't need it. We're just back for. Perfect. That a girl, Jen. Great shot, Jen.
That a girl. The draw for 2. Ontario in 4. On a Tuesday night in Grand Prairie. Reminder, we're back with you for Draw 11, Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Kathy Bryan will have Saskatchewan against Krista McCarville. Has the evening off. Northern Ontario off to a terrific start out of Thunder Bay at 5-1. And you'll see it on TSN 1, 3, 4, and 5, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Saskatchewan and Northern Ontario. Tuesday night here in Grand Prairie. Midway through round robin play. And Ontario gets the deuce in 4. And they take a 3-1 lead over Alberta. And it will be Alberta and Chelsea Carey out of the Glencoe Curling Club in Calgary that does have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 5.
Trying to come down. We're on the top. Still good.
You got to give Jen Hanna a lot of credit on that end. Chelsea made that great hit and roll behind, showed Jen a piece. It wasn't an easy shot, but she threw the right weight at least to leave them laying shot, forced Chelsea into the draw.
Let's see what Alberta can do here with a down the deficit of 2 points. That's unusual for them this week.
7, 5. No, we're 7.
Can you go, Joss?
Yes. No. No, you can't.
As long as it's full 12, I think you need to go.
Okay, you can go. You can go. Yep, you can go.
Go. Finish.
You can go all the way. You're fine. Yep.
Okay.
Slide.
Just all there, I think.
As much as Alberta leans to the hitting game, that's what I think we've all been impressed with them this week, watching them as they can go to this style of game, the offensive draw game, fairly easily.
Control. Control. Brett. Whoa.
Steph Hanna.
Carey.
Go. Hard. All you got.
Whoa. 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 Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Gonna roll it underneath. She sure does. And she'll tuck half a stone to sit 3 without last rock.
There.
Just easy. Okay.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Close. 10-5. Whoa. Close. Yep.
Really like to roll under.
Hard. 10-5. 10-5.
Laney Peters on the brush.
Hard. Laney, go.
Get the roll underneath. Very nice. And then they'll just peek the wide side.
10-5.
You have to like the effort out of
Same kind of weight.
Peterman. Like she's the run double that she stocked perfectly buried. And then comes back with a soft shot here 1 end later.
So a little less. Yeah.
So Team Canada with a 3-2 lead over Saskatchewan. And it is Saskatchewan sitting 1.
What is it?
2.
Thank you.
That's a tough, very thin double. Jolene Campbell made a huge shot on her first one, doubled out both Team Canada stones to lie 5. And when Jen tried to freeze down, there was some space, and Jolene jammed her final stone, but does still lie 2. They're playing that really thin double for 2.
Think this will walk?
If you watch the hot shots, she's done this before.
You saw that Jennifer Jones won this year's Ford Hot Shots. Final stone. We watch Jocelyn Peterman in our featured game. McEwen, officer, who's taking it. Officer, late licks on its own. 1, and there you go. There is the hot shot.
Great throw. I like the weight she threw, a little bit down weight.
Sorry, I can't hear you. I'm not trying to.
I think you're close. She was an 83, and it came down to back T.
So 85. You got it.
Jocelyn just got caught going out to the wings. They have a couple good opportunity redstones behind T-line and just came up short.
Britt O'Neill.
I think. No, we're good. No, we're good. Weight's good.
Quite a few draws, not in the right spot in this game. Been just as many good shots, but a couple back 8s, a couple short.
Hard, girls. Come on.
Perfect, they get a bye.
Let's go. Hard. There you go.
Good.
Okay. 78 on that.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting 4, Ontario, without last rock.
Firm. Nose.
I'm hitting it across.
You can, but you're, yeah, we can try it. Heel.
You know, you think back to the draw that Chelsea Carey made in 2 when she grabbed the button. She maybe needed to do it again here, the way they're piling up.
Oh, Laney!
Yeah, only 4 rocks left here. They got to do some housework.
Hard for a piece.
Amy Nixon.
Okay, whoa.
1, and across the top, and across the top.
That comes up a little more. You make the double and you save your shooter on the yellow.
Short, tight. Okay. Here's some tape. Pretty good. Stop. 2, 2, 3, stop. Line's pretty good. Okay, line's good. Line's good. Real tight. There you go, Vivian. Pretty good. We're tight. Line's good. Tight. Line's nice. Line's real good. No finish.
Just tight.
Whoa. No help on line. Sit.
No help on weight either.
Sit. Sit.
Good.
Great job. Good spot. Really nice.
Had a girl.
785. Okay. Hi, girl.
Nice weight.
You can get all 3 here, just a hair high side. Most importantly, get the one at the top of the forefoot and kind of give yourself some breathing space.
Close. Yep. Job. Oh. Yep.
One more time, Amy Nixon.
Gotta go. Hard.
Peterman.
Okay, well, yep.
Bang. 1. Oh, goodness. And then she stuffed it.
Good throw.
So still Ontario with the pressure on here, sitting 3, but without last rock.
Nice.
Chelsea's taken that one on. She said it was a good throw, so just obviously put the broom down in the wrong spot.
She's not going to kill this.
How many times have we heard a curler say, I'm looking for my consistency? Well, Jen Hanna really hasn't had it. Good. And game 3 or draw 3, then bad, and then against BC. And as you say, the games they won, Russ, they stole those games, so they could really be 0-5.
0-5, yeah. You hate to say that, but they came through with the skin of their teeth. You don't, at this level, you don't steal a 10th end as many times as you would with a hammer.
Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador as they play in 5. And it looked as if this may be a chance for a couple for Manitoba and Carey Anderson out of East St. Paul. We'll have to see. It was really close around the 12-foot.
Good job, guys.
And it is 4-2.
2 red.
Thank you very much. 5-2 East St. Paul. If you're not familiar, I believe is northeast of Winnipeg. Community there, but part of the greater Winnipeg metropolitan area.
Even just bite.
Agree.
Because then, this is what I'm giving Laney. We probably need a hair more than that, though.
Yeah.
Not much, though, because it's pretty straight here.
Okay.
Perfect guard by Brett O'Neill.
What? 4.5. Yeah, so she could give us like that 10-15.
High enough they can't use it to run in, and she forces Chelsea to maybe go around everything now.
You're forced now. She's going to try to get that deuce.
Okay. Full 4 is okay, but I think just bite with an edge tucked, then it sets up a potential jam on the side there.
Okay.
Smart thinking. She's saying just get an inch underneath and keep it as high as you can for shot rock, and then it might carry them onto that back red at the 4 o'clock position.
All right, Chelsea. You got it.
Weight's close. Okay.
Chelsea Carey her first.
5.
Line's a little tight.
Hard.
Yep, line.
Laney!
Hard, Laney.
Hard.
Well, you see that Nova Scotia has one top 12 and buried. So this will be the final stone for Prince Edward Island. And Suzanne Burt out of the Charlottetown Curling Complex.
Okay, Chelsea.
It needs a bite of the white.
Okay. I didn't give it any.
Or a single.
Yep, keep going. Yep. Hard.
Megan Hughes, Marie Christensen on the brush. Robin Green calling line. And there it is. One it is. So they will go to the break with a 3-2 lead.
Not an easy hit through the hole. What do you guys think? This for sure goes, eh? If she gets this, do they both go? If it's open?
I don't know.
Over top like that?
I think it's on the top of it. Whether or not it shoots off, I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Probably lose shooter.
We could guard this draw.
That's
And make her play this one.
the problem for Alberta here.
Making her take one's pretty good. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Chelsea can really get in this way, so I think what they're hoping to do is choke it off that way, but you could even come right in yourself. If you could get one into this type of area, make her really earn it against 3.
Probably got about there, right?
Yeah, just here.
You're just going to throw the guard?
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I liked coming in. I thought that was actually the original call. Maybe that's what they were looking at.
Yeah. Think it'll be a hair slower out here?
You only get so many chances against a great team. I certainly don't disagree with this.
Okay, let's make it. No, the patch looks okay.
The draw on the right-hand side is going to be difficult, too, so they might steal 2 this way.
Same weight, Jen.
Very end.
I think the reasoning was to protect that yellow run double, but if you come in top 4 foot with your stone, even if they make that double,
you're stealing.
Yeah.
Tighter the better.
Yeah.
That in-turn draw is not going to be easy for Chelsea, though, when you get a good look at it, so this isn't bad.
Good. Line's nice. 2. Line's good. Gotta go a bit longer. Go ahead. Line's great. Go ahead. Good. Really gotta go. Take a look. Take a look. Wait, no, Karen. No, Karen. We're just
Jen Hanna here last.
Same spot. Staff.
For Ontario.
Okay. Okay.
Just trying to
Good.
put a little more pressure on Chelsea Carey, who still faces a couple with her last.
3 feet more weight. Yeah. I had there. I'm going to take a little more, because I don't think we can hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
Over curled it. Touch.
Leaves the hole.
We see that almost every time a guard's been thrown. I've seen only, I think I only can count one that I can remember that didn't curl
Does
enough.
this look easier too?
Yeah. Just a little further.
No, that doesn't come up as much, and you force her maybe to a tap, a raise.
I think I can give you the same with a bit of a pop.
Remember what she did with that
5-10?
draw in the second. She was able to find the side of the button. Here she needs to get through the hole, through the stagger, and catch a piece of the 4 foot.
You love as an opponent to, when you're forcing somebody to do a tough draw, you love to make it a line call also. And if the weight's a little off or the line's a little off, you can't do anything about it if you're a sweeper.
Final stone.
Joss for line. Gotta go. 9. Gotta go.
Gonna have to play maybe a little rub here.
Still deep. Yeah, you gotta
Still
pray.
deep.
Go.
Little rub, maybe. Take some steam out of this. Oh, and too much. And it is steal of 2 for Ontario. Could we have this upset tonight? Could Alberta lose their first? They're down 5-1 at the break.
The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. Purex, 90 years of pure comfort.
You know, when you look at this scoreboard, one thing that Ontario has done is not played afraid. They lead 5-1 over Alberta. Jen Hanna has her team in front, and she's with Ken.
Jen, you have had so much pressure on Team Alberta all night. Is this the Ontario team that you thought we would see all week?
It was the Ontario team I hoped you'd see all week. I think it just took us a few games to settle down a little bit and get some confidence here. I mean, I would consider us a rookie team. So I think we're finally settled, and let's hope that this keeps rolling.
Share with us, if you will, the discussions that you had as a team to be prepared for this team tonight and the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we knew that we're certainly not the crowd favorites here tonight. We're in Alberta, and rightfully so. So we knew it would be loud and pro-Alberta. So the good part about that is there shouldn't be much cheering while we're throwing. So that's kind of a plus, I guess. We treat it hopefully like any other game and just make your shots one at a time.
And do you think that the performance of your team so far, just looking so comfortable out there, will spur you on as the games go on the rest of the week?
Yeah, I hope so. I think we're starting to finally get a little bit more comfortable with the amount of curl on the ice and the sensitivity and weights. So that's helped, and a little bit more comfortable with the fact that we're at the big show. So I'm hoping that this is the Ontario team you'll see for the rest of the week.
Thanks, Jen. Great to see you back.
Thanks very much, Kathy. Hi, everybody.
You know, sometimes the numbers don't tell you everything. These numbers do. Look at what Alberta is throwing and where they are. Jocelyn Peterman, second for Alberta, 75%. Amy Nixon, 68%. Chelsea Carey, 75%. They trail 5-1. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years. Susan O'Connor, the alternate, trying to help them figure out what to do.
The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Ford of Canada, proud sponsor with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Bryn O'Neill throws third stones for Ontario, and the champions out of the Ottawa Curling Club. We often focus on key shots being at the skip, but it's her really that helped set up, putting all this pressure. You heard Jen say, you know, we're getting more comfortable, and certainly Bryn O'Neill is here.
No, I know she's 95%. She's been doing this over and over again and forcing Amy into the tough shots. Another one here sets it up perfectly, and they have to eventually go to the run double.
And that results in a steal of 2 for Ontario and a 5-1 lead. The key shot brought to you by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. So Ontario, and listen, I give them credit. You know, some teams would come in here and play a little scared for us. You know, not put rocks in play, right. But really from the get-go, Ontario has gone rock for rock with them and actually put the rocks in a better spot. And so far, Alberta, despite their 6 wins, hasn't been able to respond.
And I think it's what Jen said in the break, in the interview, that they were adjusting a new team, really a rookie team when you look at it, and they figured out the lanes, they figured out the speeds, the rocks, and they're just that much more comfortable this late in the week.
So after that steal of 2 and 5, Alberta trailing 5-1, and they will have the last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in 6.
Oh boy.
Uncharacteristic miss by Laney.
Let's go back and check in on Team Canada and Saskatchewan as they play in 5. Saskatchewan is sitting 1. Top 4 foot, final stone on the way. Jolene Campbell, Highland Curling Club, Regina.
Well, it's not an easy shot, Vic, but it is the same shot that she made on her first. Drew around and lay 2, and Jen decided to just make a run back, eliminate a Saskatchewan stone, so if she can put it back on top of what she did the first, it will be for 2.
No. No. So just the single for Saskatchewan. They'll go to the break.
That was
5-3.
way further out.
Team Canada.
It was. Like, is that rough? Line's a little tight. It's close. It's tight.
Line's tight.
3.
Okay. Line's not bad. Doesn't need to curl though.
We're all there.
No, looks okay to me. No, it doesn't need to curl, so if anybody aim me. Good, Joss. 5-7.
Okay.
When you have hammer, you get the one freebie, but when you miss heavy, it's very difficult to work your magic and score two. There's not going to be any guards here if this is made.
Second stones and Steph Hanna.
Yep. Hard. Right to it, Carey. Gotta go.
Like you can.
Gotta go.
Like you can.
See Chelsea throw some corners and try and get Ontario to waste some stones, and then they'll look at making a freeze or a play. Got a nose here, so now something to come around.
Yeah, you're up. Okay, good speed. So now, like a 14.5? Yeah. Sorry.
Line's good.
It's close. Little deep right now. Real deep. Real deep.
Got lots of line.
It's like through.
No, it's coming down.
Be close to it, Lainey.
Lainey, stay close to it if you can go.
Yep, you can. You can.
Line's
Lainey.
already
Go
there.
all the
I
way,
don't think you have to
Lainey,
go too deep.
Every inch, every inch, every inch. Go, 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 go. That's good. That's good. Nice.
And they'll go to the pack edge of the 8. Well, this is the round robin that was and is and will be for Ontario and Jen Hanna. Those 2 wins, as Russ pointed out, were stolen wins. Alberta tonight, if they can go to 3-3, that's pretty good. Don't want to get to 4-5, and then when you consider that right now you've got Team Canada and Northern Ontario as your last 2 games, that's a tough finish. So you want to pocket some wins before you get there.
Good. Hard.
Northern Ontario,
Okay, whoa,
of course, at 5-1.
Oh, sorry.
And what has Alberta done? Well, they've just been perfect. As they opened really with what I thought was an impressive, caught Team Canada a little flat. But they won 12-5 on that opening day. And there's the rest for them. They can win 7 straight. You would think that would pretty much guarantee them something.
Yep, right up.
They overbrushed this one the last time, and
Very nice, Nick.
it poked out on the outturn side, and it disappeared. That one's much better.
Really? Order. If you get the guard, it's still good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
But they just haven't been sharp so far, Alberta. The numbers tell you
She meant the
that.
other way,
Oh,
Jen.
and it's been in a lot of different shots.
I
There have
can
been
see
weight
more on this
issues, a
side.
couple flashes on hits.
I'd rather feel then.
Okay. Make it, Britt. You got it. Yeah.
I thought they played the straight peel on Britt's first one, but she made a great shot. They could see a little bit of it.
Hard check.
Uh-oh. Karen Sagal. Now the late brush. What's going to happen here? Oh, very nice. To run it back. Set up maybe a little pocket at the back. Both of them behind the tee line, Russ.
Yeah, that's a sorry, though. That was supposed to be a peel.
She left the guard in front.
But managed to get the shot rocking the way by, or the enemy rocking the way by.
Okay. So similar or a little less, eh?
Yep.
Not bad for Alberta, though. They got that center guard to get around, a couple in behind the tee line, which can always help, and then still have the corner guard.
You can freeze to this. You can tap it a little bit.
Close. Line's close.
6.
Amy Nixon.
5.
Close. Jaws close. Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep. Line.
6.
Hard line.
Jocelyn Peterman.
Hard. Hard weight.
Here comes that stone top 12. Now it's a Carey. Now it's the Carey. Take it all the way down.
Very nice. Good sweep.
To shot rock. Edge of the button.
23.87. I have their hits on it. Sorry.
Hallelujah. I can make a draw.
6.
Hard line. Hard. Hard weight. Hard. 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 Go. Good. Very nice. Good sweep.
That has been a
23.87.
it has been a
23.
struggle for Amy
My
Nixon.
guess is 4 or 5, 4 6.
I think that, yeah.
Okay. It's just like, hallelujah, I can draw again.
Yeah.
To weld one on the corner here. Doesn't have to be dead on. You can leave a little high side and you can kick that yellow to the run on your next one.
It's close. Top 4. Top 4, Karen.
Close, Karen.
You just top 12. Gotta go. Gotta go, wait. Line's good. Line's good, Karen. Karen. Just top 12. Hard. Hard line.
Line's
Really
good.
gotta go
Hard.
for 8. Hard, girls.
First she'll go. First she'll
Hard.
go. Go, 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 go. Okay.
No.
That's good. Okay. That's fine.
Not terrible though, because it's tricky to get in there with for your second point.
And they're not overlapped. Maybe run them back, Cheryl.
Yeah, exactly. That's the bonus is not to overlap, but one or the other to use.
Have it again. It's that, or we try to move some stuff.
I'd rather try this. It's gonna
Okay,
be, it's
let's try
squeaky, right? Like it's a squeaky one.
I think you still have to basically take draw to the button ice. That's a little less to get by that guard, but I don't think we can take any less than that.
Yeah.
It's a tough draw because you've got to go by a high guard on the left, and then that's when it starts to curl. So this is all about the sweepers kind of being on it early, managing a bit, holding the break point, and then coming off at the end to let it finish.
Yeah.
Is this also the situation, Russ, where you get out into what maybe some fresher pebble, then it comes off that pebble and gets into a little bit more of a worn area?
Right, and it seems to break down a little bit more on these night games. You know, bigger crowds. It's the third game. The TV lights been on. It heats the building up a bit. It's very easy for this to slow down. But we don't forget, Chelsea missed one just like this the last time by not getting enough curl and hitting the corner guard. So that's the other problem here, that visibly she's staring at that corner guard when she lets it go.
These ones are hard not to be soft on.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to set it out to the guard.
Try to make it curl in your hand.
Whoa. Yep. 5.
Chelsea Carey was first.
Yep. Whoa. Yeah.
Now they'll go. Laney Peters got to get it inside the guard. Now try to hold it past the stone. Top 12 and down to the corner, and we'll just roll a little too far.
Good sweep, guys.
Well, maybe not.
Good
Did I
brush. Well, I had
speak
to go
too
to get a
soon?
ball.
I think I did, actually.
Yeah.
So they're sitting 2 for the moment, Alberta.
Shoot.
This won't be easy to follow down.
No.
Is there room to tap it a little?
You don't need this stress with a 4-point lead either.
So we have to be there, right? Better to bump them. Yeah. 80?
If you ever make it, you could win the game right here, really. And you go up 6-1.
Right to it. Yeah. Okay, let's make it.
Can you tap the shot rock, Cheryl, or corner freeze to it would be incredible.
Yeah, I think they said even if they could tap it a bit.
Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, and it's a PEI sitting the 1 just in front of the tee line, full in the 4. As we play here in 6, final stone for Nova Scotia, Jill Brothers.
Well, things turned around very quickly. PEI was guarding the whole end, but Suzanne's first was too long. Jill picked it out. And Suzanne's final draw just rubbed and rolled into the open, and that's the stone now. She's trying to hit and stick on for 2.
And that's what she'll get. Nova Scotia picks up the deuce. Final stone on the way for Jen Hanna. Get it by that same guard. Yes, they do. Now, Karen Sable, and down to it. And shot stone, I still believe, belongs to Alberta. So they are sitting the 1.
Nice shot.
Nice play.
They could have come off that just a little bit at the end.
Real tough.
Got a little more curl.
Well, if you hit this skinny enough, it might not be, because this will go into this. Right?
Like you're thinking into here and over this?
No, I'm thinking like into the crotch of the 2 reds.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty risky.
I don't know that it is.
Come here.
I don't think we can hurt ourselves. The yellow's not going anywhere.
Well, if you ever nosed it, it goes into here.
No, I'm talking this outside one.
Ah. No,
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we can run this into the crotch here for maybe 2.
Yeah.
This outside one. Like basically a nose hit.
Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that.
It might only be for 1. Like we're sitting 1, but I think it's worth a try for 2.
Yeah, you don't think this is there?
No, we can't. We need to move it to be shot, and we can't move it anywhere. It's frozen.
Yeah.
I like it. No, I like it. Yep.
It's really close to nose.
Yes.
The key thing is I don't think
Like,
I
you
can
can't
hurt
really hurt
myself,
yourself
and
because you're gonna
assuming
flip this
she's
one
right.
the other
I think
way.
because the ones beside it, she's right. So it's basically a nose hit.
I think peel. Like we need that 8 to squirt, right?
I like it.
Nose hit, feather the yellow at the top, and it makes that red double.
I think the only way you could hurt yourself is maybe come across the top, but I think those 2 red are frozen. You can't really do that.
It's yeah, there's a wall there.
It'd redirect.
Are you throwing normal?
Matter of fact, I think you could redirect and still make this. If you get where Amy's broom is, it feathers off the backside of that red and comes straight back. I don't think it's all that hard a shot, to be honest.
And this is Chelsea's definitely her bread and butter.
You got it, Chelsea. Trust it.
You know, I'm just thinking to myself, she sees this growing up in the Carey family with Father Dan.
No.
She just may look at the game a little differently, looking almost with a man's eyes. Angle it back, and just like that, now you have a look. No, not quite what it is. Had the right idea. She can also throw that up weight. How close? Yeah, she thought she did have it. And, bring it down. We got one.
Just the buzz in the building when Pat was going down to the other end was just electric.
Crowd settles down.
He went through the same pre-shot ritual he always does, and he wasn't affected by any of this white noise.
Bite the white.
As soon as he let it go, and the sweepers didn't either jump on it or were right off it, I knew we had a really good chance of making the shot.
I didn't say too much, you know. The guys wanted feedback on the line, and I told them the line was good, you know, when the rock was, you know, a third of the way down.
Draw for the win.
I felt real good, and then I just sort of got the confirmation from Nolan.
I recall just kind of staying kind of crouched down and hoping to see them kind of on and off it.
At about top 12, I knew we had it made. I knew it had the momentum. I just had to kind of keep sweeping it.
They need the button to be the World Champions! Yes, Pat Simmons, dramatic win in Calgary, will wear the Team Canada colors. What a field it is. We still, of course, have that pre-tournament qualifier to fill out the field, but who do you pick out of that? How do you pick a game to broadcast? There isn't a bad one. And of course, we talked about Chelsea Carey. Well, there is Dad Dan on the right, and won in 1992, and Mom Mary alongside. And of course, went on to the World Championship that year too. And we say that Chelsea, and you agreed with me that Chelsea just coming from that background, being around Dan, and having had Dan as the coach for so long, seems to have, is using just the mannerisms, not the mannerisms, but the inclination to play a men's game.
I've always said that, and the bullet weight takeouts, the rotation, she knows when to bail. She's not afraid to put rocks in play right off the hop, as we saw end number 1, and a little more reminiscent of some of the men's teams, no question.
Very much so.
And Jennifer's like that too, and it works.
Just couldn't quite squeeze it to get the 2. Single in 6, 5-2 Ontario leads, and they will have the last rock.
Laney then. Laney, if anyone.
And Hanna out of the Ottawa Curling Club has the hammer, playing the Redstones here in 7.
Okay, line's good.
7.
Just go for weight. Just go for weight.
7.
Line's great. Right to
Hard,
it.
Laney, every bit. Hard for sure. Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
Every bit,
Hard,
every bit.
Laney. Go, 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 go.
So Team Canada up 5-3, sitting 1, 2, 3,
Go for
4. Thank you, go for 4. Wow. How did this come about?
You know what? It was a combination of a lot of things not working out, and they called a timeout, and I thought that perhaps they would play a freeze on Jolene's first. They elected instead to hit, and she hit and rolled away, which allowed Jennifer to draw for 4. And that Yellowstone biting the top 12 foot that you may have seen, that was Jolene's freeze attempt. So this is a draw for 5.
Team Canada started 1 and 2.
Wow, that round actually. Yeah. Nice, Jen. Good brush. Jen. 5?
Yeah, 5 it is. My goodness. To blow it open.
Gonna over curl.
Jocelyn made a great come around on her first one, now throwing the center guard.
Over and off. It's pretty high.
Yeah, that's okay. Just needs to sit.
Just do everything this end to try and force and get the hammer back.
I think same thing.
Okay. Whoa. Okay. Here, just a little. Good. Yep. Ready.
Put it back one more time. Pretty good spot for that yellow one. You can probably come around with the intern hair of the guard and tap that frozen.
Line's good.
Yeah, it's all there. See, like it's top 12, isn't it?
You hate to be 3 down without, but you know what the other team's going to do, and that helps your strategy a little bit. You can take a few liberties. You know they're going to be peeling you. You can leave your opponent shot rock for a while.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Oh no.
We could be like 5.
Try and make your move a little later so they don't have a lot of opportunity to bail out.
Okay.
This has just been the inconsistency this game is draw weight. And we haven't seen that. That's what their strengths have been in so far in all the games, is nailing the draws, but they've just been guessing a little bit.
If they ever. They can both go away here if you want.
Britt O'Neill.
Just dribble. Little up. Firm. Close. Whoa. Karen.
Gotta cross it over, Care.
Whoa.
Roll it.
Bounce it. Okay, that's fine.
Not a bad spot to leave your shooter.
Fine, Britt.
Both rocks usable up there in the 12 foot.
I don't know if I threw that all right.
That's fine.
I wonder if I threw it okay.
Okay. 14-4. Yeah. 14.5.
Every arena, the surface you see, there's somewhere in this 5th, 6th, 7th end where some of these hits start to run a little bit straighter. You saw Chelsea miss that run back, not by much, and then that double, not by much, but it seems to be under curls all of a sudden.
Go if you can.
There.
Yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
Gotta go line hard. Hard, Joss. Hard.
Wrap it around.
Gotta bounce it. Go. Little wick. Okay, that's good. Good sweep, guys.
That's shot stone now for the moment.
4-3.
Great sweep. As good as you could do, Josh. Good sweep.
Good recovery by Amy on that
Gotta
draw
go
weight.
line hard. Hard, Joss. Hard. Gotta bounce it. Go. Little wick. Okay, that's good. It's good sweep.
Okay. Same thing. Firm. Yeah, you got it, Britt. Same way. That was just normal. That was firm.
You heard Britt say after her last one, I wonder if I threw that okay. That's information I would get from the skip before I throw this one. So I know what to do.
Yeah, a little more. Whoa, gotta go. Yeah. Really gotta go. Hard,
Really got to go.
Gotta go hard. Gotta go
Steph
hard.
Hanna.
Hard. Whoa.
All the way. Run it back. Oh, jammed it. And so now they're sitting. Alberta, top and back, 4. But there is a path.
Path's going to be taken away, though. They're just missing on the wrong side each time.
Britt's had such a great game. I haven't
Yeah.
seen her
Sorry,
miss
so
two
let it curl.
back-to-back all game.
Two bad throws.
Back?
This one.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends how tight she wants it. I think if she wants it really tight, we need to be like on the, well, no. 15's probably too much.
Okay. 2, 3.
Okay.
3's like 4 feet's perfect.
Okay, sounds good.
But it's all aligned. Like keep it on bite center. Like no, I don't want to show her your side, Joss, because then she can make a double, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so speed's nice here.
I like it here.
You like-
20-25.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
You got it, Chelsea.
Okay.
Lousy little biter up there, eh? Well, you're happy if you're Prince Edward
I was just
Island.
gonna say.
Well, happy if you're Prince Edward Island because you have a chance to get a couple.
You sure do. And for Jill Brothers, it was interesting, Russ, you're talking about things going straighter. They certainly are across the sheet, starting to see a lot of hit and rolls out on the high side. And that's what happened to Jill, and that allowed PEI to draw to lie 2. She hit and stuck on the second, and so a stick here for Suzanne would be 2.
Oh my goodness, how many times have we seen that?
That's experience. It's ice reading. It's like we've picked up on it because we've watched 6 billion games over the years. But it's just a trend in on arena ice. The pebble's so hard that the rocks grab early until you wear it down a little bit, and you just get the funny part is the draws still seem to curl.
But you don't have to throw it that
Well, yeah, I hear you.
So missed opportunity. We saw it earlier today in the game. You know, those unforced errors leaving points on the ice. There was a great opportunity. If Prince Edward Island goes on to lose this one, they'll think about the 7th. Now tied 4-4 with Nova Scotia.
Chelsea had a really good opportunity. She wanted to stay to the right a little bit with her guard and just over curled at the end, so Jen's got a chance to get in here.
She makes them good for her, but.
Yep. Better run it. Okay. I think we better run it. Okay. I can see less than a quarter.
Can't see enough.
Run yellow.
Would you?
Yeah, run it on that
You
corner.
could run the red in. It's easier. This is a lot longer.
Is that where you want? There.
I like the red. It could something good could happen.
Yeah, I think so too, Cheryl. If you maybe get this one, and the red one maybe stays over here,
Yeah.
then there's only one yellow in there, and yes, they can guard it. Yes, they can come around again. But like right now, that's 3. If you run this back and ever hit a red one, roll to the center line, and that's not far off dead on. Let's say this over curls a ½ an inch, it'll hit that red one at the 1 o'clock position. If it kicks into the center line, they're in big trouble. And straight back will help a lot if you could ever get both yellows.
Heel. Whoa, whoa. Step, step, step. Step. You gotta go. Hard. Step. Roll it.
Run it back and right through the
That's fine.
hole.
Okay. Good. That works. That's fine, Jen.
Top 8. Sit 4.
See now, when the guard goes up,
12.
you can't
Yeah,
draw.
actually, I
That right
prefer
hand
this
red could have been
right?
slashed
Oh, yeah,
in there,
yeah,
and at
deep,
least you'd
no
have
good.
room to draw.
For sure.
Or a stone in there that Alberta would have to deal with.
Right,
Well, I didn't
right.
go that great though, right?
Yeah, we were here though, right?
Yeah,
Now,
okay,
did you-
same ice. I think I just pinched it, like I said, on release.
I like it. Yeah.
Did you hear Chelsea say, do we go in top 8 and sit 4?
Or is 15 too much?
I like 15.
I don't think I would.
I like 20.
If we could ever get to full 12, that would be great, but no deeper than that. Short's fine.
Yeah, short's
Sounds
better.
good.
This is the same ice. I just pinched that on release a little bit, so I think the ice will be okay.
It would be fairly simple triple if you came top 8. They're in really good shape.
Give me just a hair more, Nick,
just
just
a
to be
tight
sure.
guard here.
Yeah.
You've got him hooked
Can't
pretty
hurt
good.
us, I don't think we can finish it. If we
Gonna have to raise one of her own reds.
All right, Chelsea.
So I can probably give you similar-ish, but probably more like 20, hey?
More like 20. Yep.
You got it, Chelsea.
Wait, close.
Room.
Okay. 3. Okay, line's good.
12 only. Okay, whoa, biting 8. Whoa, that's fine. Full 12. We are over curling. Too much. We are over curling. Nicely done, lady.
Top 12.
Pretty nice.
Great judge, guys.
Nice
Couldn't
shot,
do better than that. It's perfect.
This is her intern.
Tap on her red. The difficulty with this, you got to get weight and you got to get line. Perfect.
I don't think that looks like loss.
Yep.
And you can't throw enough weight to just pump
loss?
it through.
No, like I think it looks like
Just a heavy draw. Hit it on the high side. They steal 2. They steal 2. Right now it's 4.
Okay, back 8
Obviously,
away.
she's
Okay,
going to
yeah.
have a shot no matter what, but I just didn't want to
Make
make her one to give us one so easy that she just defaulted to it,
Yeah.
right?
Yep. Really nice throw.
Thanks.
That one still wanted to come, and I thought you were out there nice.
Yeah, I was for sure. That's why I took a little bit more. I thought we can't hurt ourselves. Like, yeah, I'll set it a little more, but with more weight, it's going to curl more too,
and I
right?
liked it because I thought even if we guard sort of that
Yeah,
side,
yeah, can't hurt ourselves. Yeah.
Angle it back.
Yep. Yeah, and again, you wouldn't want to be much more on the back line weight here in case you nose it and pump it right straight through.
Final stroke.
Whoa, close, yes!
Alberta sitting
Wait,
the 3. It's all about the line call now. Bryn O'Neill. Steph Hanna picks it up. Sagal is there too. Back a little more. Back a little more. And just that much shy. And it's going to be a steal of 2.
Great effort.
Chelsea Carey picks up 2. Andrew Wiggins and the Timberwolves will play the Raptors. You can catch it 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific tomorrow on TSN 4.5 and 4K. For more information on 4K and channel listing, visit tsn.ca/4K. Raptors 37-18, 3 games back of the Cavaliers in the East. Update for you, Manitoba against Newfoundland Labrador. A lot of yellow in there. Final stone coming for Manitoba's Carey Anderson.
Carey buried on her first one, and Stacy made a great shot to pick it out and remain line 4. This is a draw to the 4 for Vic.
Selena Cates calling line. Liz Fife, Kristen McCush. And what a great shot. What a pressure draw. He expects that from somebody who comes from Manitoba. 6-3 they lead Newfoundland Labrador.
Yeah.
From here in Grand Prairie on this Tuesday night, Revolution Place, Alberta coming back with that steal of 2. Once again, Ontario leads by 1, 5-4, and Ontario, Jen Hanna out of the Ottawa Curling Club will have last rock playing the Redstones here in 8.
Little low, clean. Low, grit. No. Clean step. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Hard. No roll. Sit.
Okay. Good.
Team Canada got that 5 and 6 to blow it open to lead 10-3. But Saskatchewan has a chance here, trying to finish on a high note here.
Well, it's a really tough shot. She's trying to bring 2 into play by running her own onto the 2 red and making the double off her own.
Angle it back, bang. Oh, goodness, did she move it? Yes, she did. To pick up 2. Beauty.
Right to it.
What a great shot.
Perfect. That's good. Good shot.
Okay, who wants to sit out?
That was easy, hey?
Okay.
Nothing. It's freezing on the
Freezed
front
it?
of that yellow.
Sure.
Well, it's either that or here. Either or.
I like the peel. You know, you just want to make sure you score.
Absolutely. Especially to stop the bleeding here.
I was kind of surprised she didn't maybe look to even play the tick when Alberta
Yeah.
threw the center guard up one with in 8.
Gotta hold it, Carey. Gotta hold it.
Hard.
Gotta go. Gotta go.
Gotta go. Hard.
Yikes. And runs it straight back. Momentum shift here. Wheels coming off a little bit for Ontario. Alberta sitting the 2.
16. 16 is good, I think.
There. Close.
Halfway. Could be a touch tight.
No. Line's tight.
Line's
Lady
tight.
off it. Lady off it.
Lady, tell her.
Go.
Just halfway, not quite.
Okay, over and out.
Just even with this one. Little
Okay,
past
just
it.
across center. Yep, Laney.
A little long, but it does the job.
Across center. Okay. Okay, it's fine.
Keep talking, girl.
Gotta make just one. Doesn't go.
Doesn't go through the middle of them? I don't think one helps.
Do you want to just run it then?
Jen, I don't think just peeling it helps. Do you?
What?
You don't think you have to run it? I don't think peeling it helps.
Yeah, just get it off the center.
That's really bad.
I like to. Well, you can run it into this corner then.
Yeah.
Yeah?
They're overlapped a bit if you get one of them.
I like this.
They may both go.
Like this stuff.
You got it, Steph. Let's make
Boy,
it.
I don't know. You run it and roll a little towards the left-hand side, and then the guard goes up, and how do you get in there? It's such a long raise.
Yep.
Come on. Come on, Carey.
Hard!
Steph Hanna runs it back. Going to catch one. Yes.
Good. Better.
Gets rid of one. An exchange of stones, and still sitting 2 without is Alberta.
Great throw, but it didn't.
It doesn't do anything.
Didn't accomplish much. No.
Leave the guards still out in front.
Really nice throw though.
It did move the 2
Yeah.
close to the button, so you got a little bit more room.
Yeah. And the one that was a top button, at least it's off to the side for now, until this one stops.
It's heavy.
Mine's pretty
It's
good.
close. It's heavy, it's heavy, it's heavy. 3. Really
Tell
tight.
her, guys.
Really tight.
That's okay.
3. Joss.
Over curling.
Joss. Whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Stop, little buddy.
Good throw, Nix. I missed it, sorry.
Forward.
Okay.
Another guard over curling. It's incredible. And that's what makes some of the hits later in the game hard. You see these guards over curling, over curling, over curling, so you want to sweep those hits halfway down, and they're not finishing.
Yeah, control.
Britt O'Neill.
Yeah. Hard. Hard.
Really gotta go, Carey. Keep it off.
You're on the guard.
Uh-oh.
Right in now?
Oh, now you want to, I think a bit.
Okay, I'll just give you more ice.
Same thing. Sorry, same thing?
Yeah. Okay. So about the same weight, close, because she's out here further a bit.
Coming into 8 foot.
I think so. You just maybe have this as their best guard, even top 12 buried,
That's less,
Mine's
a lot
good.
less.
half buried.
No, no, lady, no.
Joss, though, for line. Where is it?
Joss. 2.5. 2.
Mine's pretty good.
2. Just a 1.
Okay, yep, keep going for line then.
Laney. Yeah.
Yep, passed it. Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Good. Good sweep, guys. 7-2. Good sweeping.
As we take a look at the numbers for Britt O'Neill and Amy Nixon, who started slowly, Amy did. At one point, she was down at 65%, has brought the numbers up. Britt O'Neill having a very good game at 93% so far, but we're seeing this lead slip away. It's down to 5-4, and all kinds of pressure being put on by so far undefeated Alberta. The player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Out there. Out there. Line's pretty good.
Gotta go a lot. Whoa, it's gotta move. It's wild, guys.
Back cuts.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Will it stay for second?
Ritz had such a good game just last end. It was really those hits that created the opportunity for the steal. She didn't make a couple runs.
Then it takes it away.
The double peel would have
Which we
made
should
some
be able
sense.
to. We've been there pretty good, I think.
Like that 4 foot up.
Yeah. Does that look close to you?
Yep, I do. I like it.
You just want to score somewhere. It's getting really tough.
Okay. So, like 10, 15?
Got it where it's straighter.
And it just kept going.
Yeah. Would have been, the weight would have been good if it had taken some.
Should be in the way.
Sounds good.
So what do you think we need for speed here?
I think it's pretty nice here.
Okay.
That's the common error, isn't it? You heard Ontario say we just get out a little wider where it's faster, where it's a little straighter. It doesn't take that big curl. Takes the big curl, you lose some speed.
Prince Edward Island is sitting one back edge of the 4 in a 4-4 tie with Nova Scotia, and settling into the hack is the Nova Scotia skip. Jill Brothers out of the Mayflower in Halifax.
Yeah. Well, that yellow stone drawn by Suzanne Bird on her final stone because she's facing 2 and no real good way to get to either one of them. They brushed really hard to get by that stone at the top, but a little bit is showing on the outside. So trying to throw the out turn and get rid of it for 3.
Terry, maybe. No. Hard, right to it. Hard, Jen. Right to it. Hard.
By the guard, by the stone top. 8, 10, sit. Perfect. 3 it is, Nova Scotia.
Gotta go right in. I have to throw normal.
Okay.
I'm not sure I can get by the guard. I think so.
How much air you got? You've got 3 inches, 4 inches.
Well, then I better throw lower weight. Give it a chance to curl. Control.
Draw. Okay.
It's like half a rock.
Wow. You don't normally play a shot like this. This is a little bit of all or nothing.
No, because we got to get through the 4 foot.
You could follow Alberta down.
Yeah.
They just played.
Yeah.
You're up 1 point.
The out-turn hole, you mean?
Yep.
Looks like they're hitting this, aren't they?
They are trying to go into the 2 shots in the 4 foot.
Yikes. What have you got if you don't make this?
Yeah, you won't have anything.
I guess make it. Coach is shaking his head, but he's not putting up with it.
Dad looks nervous.
Yeah.
Robert Hanna has been coaching his daughters for a long time. He was their coach back in 2005 when they lost the Scotties final to Jen Jones.
Control. Little up. Whoa. Close, Karen. Hard, Karen. Hard. Go.
Karen Sagal, lovely, great brush. Look at this roll.
Like I said, it was the right call.
What a brilliant shot.
Beautiful shot. Oh, any thinner. Think about that. Any thinner that goes right through the edge of the. You're putting a 4th one in there, guarding everything.
I know, but.
Great shot. Oh, look a little wide, and they just carved it in there with the brushing. Hits it perfect.
Karen Sagal on that brush. Steph Hanna picks her up.
She was worried, Jen, even when she threw it, that she didn't have enough room to get by the guard.
Exactly, and then, even after all this is a tap to sit 4.
You like it? I think 80 is too much. 85. I like 85. You got it, Charles.
Okay, back line.
Manitoba leading by 3, putting all kinds of pressure on Newfoundland Labrador. Final stone to come from Stacey Curtis out of the St. John's Curling Club.
Well, for about the last 4 stones, they've been trying to freeze into the Manitoba pocket. Manitoba doing a very good job at picking them out. So she's trying to hit from the outside and roll to the hearts for her single.
Carey, 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 Carey.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Sorry.
Apology means a steal, 2. Manitoba's up.
It's a little extra weight.
One of the first unforced errors for Chelsea all week. It wasn't easy, but
No, she has a little bit of a set,
Yeah.
a natural set on her release, and they were on it right away to try to get it to curl.
talked about the hits getting a hair straighter.
What she had been thrown to drop.
Oh, I didn't see a 2-ender coming here, did you?
Nope.
We can't touch that red, right? Okay.
Well, and I was
Okay,
thinking
we got
that's what
it.
I wanted, because we needed to, like, put it there, but then we needed less
Need a
ice.
little more ice. Okay. Yeah. No problem.
Well, we've seen this before, Russ. You know, you take that little bit more ice.
Yeah.
Somehow it bogs down out here. Or you tend to throw it with a little more, knowing it may bog down, and
Right to
it
T-line.
ends up at the bumper.
Really close. T-line. No bump on the red. Line's good. No bump on the red. Right to T.
Steph Hanna.
T-line's great. Line's great. Whoa, line's
Karen
good.
Sagal.
It's going to be yours. You sure? Stay with it. Line's
yours,
good.
Karen.
Back 4, they're saying.
I can't do much.
It's really good. No, it's really good.
It's really good.
All there.
Really good.
Perfect.
Wow, that's really great. What a draw. What a draw. Under the pressure. Having just given up the steal of 2, they respond with their own and reply with a pair. Let's update Team Canada against Saskatchewan. The big end was the 6th. Kathy, 5 put on the board and put it out of reach, and now with a chance to end it here in 8.
Well, I'm not even looking at the double, Vic. They played a bunch this end, just keeping it open for Jen. So this is a nose hit to take the point.
Clean it.
Remember, they started 1 and 2, Team Canada, and they started with that bad loss to Alberta in the opening draw. Add 1 more to the total, and you can make the final 11-5. And so Team Canada is now 4 and 2. Saskatchewan at 4 and 3. So look at this, Team Canada moving on up to a deluxe apartment. Here they go. Becoming the Jeffersons all the way up. Trying to catch Alberta at 6 and 0 right now, but that was a great way to stop it. Trying to cut it off for Ontario as they pick up 2 and 8. 7-4 they lead. Welcome back. We go to the 9th. Alberta with last draw. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
What an incredible turnaround. Jen's looking at 4 yellow on her first.
Line's good.
Walks away with a
Curling
skip's
now.
deuce.
Incredible.
Maybe a bit. Yeah.
Talk about deflating for Chelsea Carey. Like, what did they do wrong?
Good. Nice sweep, guys.
She missed her last one, obviously, but they looked pretty tasty there until the Jen's first. I just hair by the guard, make this double, roll over frozen.
Yeah, I wouldn't have looked at that on my first. I would have looked at it if I got forced to it. I would have played something around the follow them down, tap something around, even if you give up a steal of 1.
Good, clean, clean. Nice throw.
And the great thing for Ontario too is it's a 2. Like it's like as you said, you opened the end by saying all you want to do is score a single and rub salt in the wound with a 2, because that 2 makes that big difference. You know, if it was only a single, Alberta scores 2 here, you're tied coming home. But 3, it's going to be an uphill battle now.
Line's good.
That's the beauty of this round robin and playing so many games. I love it where you have to play everybody, because you're.
Line's good.
I don't think it's been Alberta's best game, but you're going to have a game like that, and sometimes you can pull them out, sometimes you can't.
Yep, it's good.
But your opponent doesn't cooperate all the time. And
Good
I always say you're going to have your best game, you're going to have your 11th best game, and somewhere in between. You never know when you're going to play what your opponent's going to do.
No, exactly. And really, Ontario put a lot of pressure on Alberta the first half of this game. Britt herself been playing great.
Same weight.
Well, it was 5-1 at the break.
Whoa, Brett.
And Alberta just faced a ton of stones.
You need your skip to belly out now
Sorry,
and
I
then.
thought I heard my name.
Through a round robin like this, you need to have a skip that comes up with some hot shots and change a game.
Already?
Just top 12.
Yeah, probably. Top 12, okay.
It's a funny thing, though, that
Like a 15? Yeah. Even
I think I said to you at some point, Chelsea Carey's talking to her before the game. She said, we got off to a great start, but our last 2 games, she thought they weren't very sharp. So maybe it's just a continuation of that.
Line's a little tight.
Yeah, I was looking at Amy's numbers from the last game, and she was 70%, so not as high of a game as she'd been playing.
Hard line 2. Really got to go for line.
Busting off the center line here.
Hard, 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 hard. Hard, right up, right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Got to bounce it. Bounce it over, bounce it over.
Yeah, they get some separation.
Good sweep.
Favorite turn here.
5-8.
Absolutely.
You got it.
You notice with Ontario, and a lot different than the other Ontario team we're used to, Rachel Holman, look at the amount of ice taken here for the peel. That's plenty, and it's just a softer release, different way to throw it. Obviously not quite as many RPMs either.
Not a lot of weight, Jen.
But there's 2 ways to do this. You don't have to break this thing in half. You just have to hit it in the proper, a little less than half like this, and away it goes. These rocks are so lively.
Whereas Holman would put the brush right beside the stone.
It'd be 0, like wherever you want to hit it, maybe even negative.
Probably middle of stone, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 15-3. Okay.
Amy Nixon.
Line's good.
Weight's all there.
Well then.
5.
Room.
No, just 4.
4 is good.
Whoa.
Weight only.
Yeah, Joss. Whoa,
No
gotta go
lady.
for 4. Okay, full 4. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh. Nice, Nix. Good sweep, guys. 5-2.
Okay.
Gets it around that corner.
Amy's been heavy on a tap back and heavy on a draw. It's a great recovery there. That's just perfect speed. That was made right out of her hand.
Yeah, she started off very slowly.
Yeah.
Threw one into the bumper.
Hard, you're okay. Hard. Clean. Hard. Hard. Clean. Hard. Staff right off. Good bit. Right off, staff.
She doesn't. Britt doesn't throw those with a ton of weight.
Here you go. Good.
Just
No,
accuracy.
not at all.
Yeah.
It would be borderline normal weight, wouldn't it?
Better slide, just a bad finish.
Hey, guys.
Definitely not peel.
Full 8.
Somewhere around my peel weight.
Was it a bit like 14,
Good
14 and a half?
skipping though by
14
Jen too. She knows what
Right.
what her players can throw, and she doesn't ask for anything more than what they can throw to make the shot.
You might not get away with that at some curling clubs with certain rocks. They were the striking bands, but these just fly off of theirs.
Weight's
It's a great move.
It's curious, though, earlier in the round robin, I
Gotta set it.
can't remember who said it. They thought the stones weren't very lively. Do you remember that?
Well, yeah, I do remember. It was Amy, and they tried to hit and roll, and she said, I'll have to remember they're not rolling. But I think it was because she hit it so solid. I kind of disagree with her.
Get a bite, get a bite, get a bite. Go,
Anything
go, go,
saying
go,
will
go,
just
go,
fly
go,
out of there.
go, 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 go.
If you haven't been with us, these are Alberta
5-4.
Curling Association stones. These were used in the both men's and provincials, Alberta provincials.
Okay.
Let it
And
soften.
so they're being used here. So the only team with any experience in the field is the Alberta champions.
Yeah. Rolling in? Yeah.
Normally they're a common green granite, but Jamie says these rocks are actually a blue Trevor. You don't hear that very often, but it's granite's kind of granite for the rock. It's the insert that's the key, and they still use the blue hone inserts, which seem to be the best granite.
Okay, take your time. We're okay now.
Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador. After Manitoba stole 2 and 8, Newfoundland, Labrador with a chance to get a couple.
Well, they do, and Manitoba just peeling guards and not taking a lot of risk with the score. On her final stone, Carey Anderson hit and stuck, and so for Stacey, it is a wide open hit, and you're right, she can't get 2 back if she noses.
in her third appearance at the Scotties, the 2007 Canadian Junior Champion.
Good.
And there it is. For the 2 for Newfoundland Labrador.
Play across the face, and even if you touch it, you might do this, and it's not awful, right? Okay. Thinking like there. Good normal?
I think so. I like it.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't really think we want to make the double. I think we just want to roll on frozen.
Right on top of it?
Yeah.
Sounds good. How hard
It's a really smart play, because if you make the double, it's a pretty easy double right back.
Nova Scotia broke this one open with the 3 in 8, and more pressure here as they are sitting the 2. That's what's facing Prince Edward Island and Suzanne Bird.
Well, and some really nice shots here, Vic. Suzanne buried around the corner. Jill was able to remove it. Suzanne tapped it, or her third tapped it back. So they've been going back and forth. It hasn't just been wide open, but 2 good shots by Jill have really forced Suzanne here to draw for the single. Needs 4 foot.
Hard. Yep, fight the 4. Fight the 4. Good, Suzanne.
To get the single, we told you that PEI played more events this year. They played 6 times on the tour to get a little more experience, so they'd be prepared coming in, and they come in with a record of 2 and 3, 3 and 3 for Nova Scotia.
Around the nose?
Yep.
Okay.
Bad luck for Chelsea there. She made the hit and roll over, didn't want to make the double, which she didn't.
Me too,
didn't
but
get
I thought it was going to
underneath.
go so I didn't want, I was like, no, wait.
Yeah, I know. Didn't quite pick it up on time. Really nice.
Sitting right on the nose is pretty good for Ontario. You don't want to roll to the right, leave any kind of double.
Mm-hmm.
Control. Lean. Solid control. Yep. Yeah. No. Whoa. Lean. Whoa. Right off.
Steph Hanna backs away.
Hard.
Karen Sagal now picks her up
Go, Kara.
Hard. Right to nose. Hard.
and to the nose and rolls
Yep.
it away.
Yep. Make it flat. Good.
Flat enough roll. She didn't want to roll that way, but
Not there.
it rolled flat enough that it's not there.
That isn't a.
No, not even Chelsea could throw it that hard.
Snows it.
No choice here.
Okay.
Rachel, nice serve here. Trust
Easy
it.
normal.
Weight's nice.
Laney.
Just normal.
Laney. Right to it.
Laney.
Hard, Laney.
Clean.
Right to the nose.
Clean. Good. On yellow.
On yellow it is. So Alberta will pick up the single. Able to generate the offense. To get any closer, Ontario leads it by 2, and they'll have Last Rock coming home.
The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. And by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
As we welcome you back, I want to correct something. I got a nice note from Kim Tuck in Ontario, and just is correcting me, throwing stones at me about what I said with regards to the stones. So they came from the Canada Curling Stone Company. We're on loan to Alberta, and not Alberta Curling Association stones. So Kim, thanks very much.
No, and I think this is the last time we'll see them too, because they're sold to a curling club.
Oh, gee, don't say no.
No,
You know
I'm
that?
sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm certain.
All right.
So no point in keeping a rock book on these. Never play with them again.
7-5. Ontario leading, and they do have that last rock. They have the hammer coming home here in 10.
Real long guard, though.
Try the same thing.
Okay, forward. Okay. You touch the guard and move it. That's good.
Yes.
That was good weight.
Okay, same thing.
Do you want
Take
that
to the
room?
guard.
Here.
Ontario has to really think this out. You'd love to
Same weight.
Yeah.
tap that rock out of play, but you cannot. The margin is not wide. It has to be narrow. Soft enough weight, you tick the guard.
Less, little less.
That's good too.
Less.
Karen Sagal
No.
throwing the lead stone. Started curling at the age of 6. And she was watching Sandra Schmerler.
All you guys
Said Sandra became her favorite player.
Aw,
Yeah.
love that.
Of course, on Sunday, we had the Sandra Schmerler telethon and
Keep going, keep going.
raised more than $300,000 for neonatal care across the country.
16? That was a 15.
Awfully nice speed control there.
Used to be players didn't start that early because of the rocks. We had the full-size regulation rocks when I started, but now they've got the little rocks, and kids can start at a lot younger age because they're lighter.
Are you playing with those lighter stones now yourself?
No, I'm done.
Oh, okay. Just thought maybe that age thing might have forced you into it.
It's just it for line 2.
Hey, senior stones, maybe.
Oh, I am not there yet.
No.
Don't rush it.
Well, really, you have to point to 2 ends. The 5th, it was a costly light draw by Carey, but in 8, 2 shots were made by Ontario, and both of them were made by the skipper, Jen Hanna. She bailed them out to get the deuce. And then, of course, O'Neill and Hanna at the back end are having a wonderful game. That's why they lead it 7-5. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. Yeah, how they escaped that 8th when nothing was going right.
Oh, she fabricated a deuce out of nowhere.
An escape would have been a single. That was robbery, like larceny.
Gotta go.
High.
It's over curling.
Okay, it's a high
Over and up,
guard.
over and up.
Real high.
It's okay. Good, Joss.
Being the night draw, I don't see anything slowing down the middle. I mean, certainly not very much. Like last night it did a little bit. Great surface here.
Mentioned very early in the broadcast that Jamie Barassa, the head ice maker, is going to keep his eye on the weather. It's supposed to get milder, +7 by Thursday, Friday, maybe some wet weather eventually. But he says right now this is a wonderful facility, and he's been able to keep the humidity quite low. But it's what that wet weather that the people bring in on their jackets and coats.
Yeah, you can't control that.
Got a better chance of controlling it in Alberta than you do out east.
Yeah, very true.
Thankfully, to our dry climate.
Right over, Joss. Right over, right over, right over. Go, 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 go. Right up, right up, right up, right up, right up. Good sweep. Good, Nick.
Saving.
Let's make it, Britt. Nice and clean. Thank you. Normal?
Yep.
Britt O'Neill.
Really hard, Karen.
Big, clean.
Really gotta go. Please, right to it. Right to it. You got it. Good. Good. Great sweep, Karen.
I think we gotta go
Maybe that's
deep
for the back
around
still.
it. Yeah, I think so too.
Manitoba has picked up the win
Either
as they
that or we
run
freeze
Newfoundland
to that.
Labrador out of stones, make the final 8-5. So Carey Anderson is now 3-3. Stacey Curtis drops to 1-6.
Hi everyone back home. Hi Chloe and Cameron.
That's
I
what
think
you
it's
have
too
to
early.
do.
We
Have
put
to
it back, she peels it.
listen to these
Then
guys.
you have to go around.
I go around it. I mean, we don't have a lot of good stuff happening right now.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I don't have a lot of options, really.
No. The option is you go around it, she peels it, but that's not really any different, is it?
No, I mean, I could tap the red one, but this is no good.
Yeah, then she just peels the middle.
If we go around, though, we would be shot when she peels it, at least.
Yeah, but we need to sit 2 and have
and we
them
gotta do it
buried
with Chelsea's.
somehow.
I think she's right. We got to do it with hers. Like, I throw it, Chelsea goes like back 4, they peel, Chelsea goes full 8. I don't know what else you got,
I mean,
or it hits that one and says okay. Like, we're kind of snookered, right?
I think so, because if you freeze, the only other thing is you can freeze on this and hope she doesn't make this peel on the middle one, because that's what she's playing, right?
Yeah. I want to see what Charlie thinks we should try. I mean,
I don't think it matters much. We need her to basically flash a hit.
Yes.
Possibly twice.
Well, once we have a chance.
Yeah.
So,
My first thought was deep around, but
I think that's too
I get what you're saying, Chelsea.
I think we just throw a guard. She's going to peel it. We just have to hope she doesn't make it.
Okay.
Okay.
Either way, we have to hope that.
I know.
Yeah, hoping for the miss.
Yeah, you are.
Okay. About the same weight, eh?
Interesting point, though, when you talk about frost and now the ban on the hair brooms, and you get out east into a frosty situation, and what are you going to use to clean up the frost without those hair brooms?
So true.
Well, the thought was, I think we talked about this, that those brush heads are going to get wet.
Yes.
And then you, through the official, will be able to change the heads. That's what my understanding.
Which will help.
2.
Nothing like a hair broom, though, to rip that frost off.
Yeah, it doesn't need to curl.
That's why you used to pull them out specifically
Okay,
for
just to
that.
center. Line's pretty good.
Okay, easy guys for line.
That's good, right there. Oh. Nice, Nix.
It's pretty good for the
I think
situation
so.
we're in.
Yeah.
Would you have thought about the corner freeze on that stone
wait.
in the top edge of the 8 foot?
Yeah, that's not too bad because we made it really, really good. You could try to make it again or go around it even.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh,
Sorry.
man, oh, man.
And she's jammed it.
Okay. It's fine, Brett. All right, that's fine. Does the same thing. Yeah.
Full 8, just don't count that.
I agree.
That's all we have.
Yep.
Okay. Like a 5-10?
Yep.
There's a sliver of the yellow rock open there, the Alberta rock, and they played, the Jen called for the right peel. Because you could see that happening.
think we ought to be just
on the
full 8,
intern
right?
side, you've missed the back one also. So always keep that in mind when you're throwing those peels.
Just
You don't
full 8, so that
you don't plan on missing them, but if somebody says, "Oh, I'd rather throw the intern," in that case, the outturn, the intern was a shot because you had that
So what do we think I need?
plan B.
Plan B, yeah.
We're thinking like
5?
a 5-10.
Okay.
You got it, Chelsea.
Gives them a glimmer of hope, but it's still not a great situation for Alberta.
Weight's good. Full couple, Lainey. Give it a few.
Yeah. Coming out the other side
Whoa,
already.
No, not you, Duff.
Stop.
We're like just 4.
Okay. Just bite it. Just bite it, and that's it. Okay.
Keeping our eye on Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. Both these teams at 3 losses. Nova Scotia does have the last rock. This is the final stone in 10 for Suzanne Burt, and sitting 2 back edge of the 4.
Well, it's 1 for sure, Vic. I'm not sure if, in fact, it is 2. That one at the back may be out-counted by the red at the top. So trying to half tuck around those 2 red stones and lie 2 for sure.
Good carry. Huge carry for Megan Hughes and Marie Christensen and Will Knott. And now you're right, Kathy. So 7-5 is your final score. And Nova Scotia will improve their record to 4-3. And PEI is now 2-4.
Yep. Solid. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Clean.
Jen Hanna.
A girl.
And away it goes. And for the first time, Alberta is going to lose here at the Scotties. Ontario brings the leaders back. 7-5 the final. Alberta now 6-1. Ontario improves to 3-3.
That's okay. Hi, everybody back home in Ottawa.
So there are no more undefeated
Abby,
teams.
Charlie, and Brian. Hi, guys. Brian. Chrissy Morgan.
Ontario knocks off Alberta as they fall to 1 loss now, joining Northern Ontario. Team Canada has gotten it together after their start of 1-2. They're now at 4-2 with Quebec, Saskatchewan at 4-3, Nova Scotia at 4-3.
The 2016 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Sponge Towels, Purex, and Cashmere. Proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Coming off their loss to Team Canada, Saskatchewan will be on the ice against Northern Ontario, and Krista McCarville out of Thunder Bay looking very good early with a record of 5-1. You'll see it at 10:30 a.m. Eastern on TSN's 1, 3, 4, and 5. Kathy and Brian will have it for you. So now on behalf of all of us, thank you for joining us here in Grand Prairie. The Scotties Tournament of Hearts on Canada's sports leader, TSN. SportsCenter is next.